Conor McGregor's UFC career has been up in the air for well over 3 years, and now there are serious doubts over him ever setting foot inside the octagon again. The Irishman has been found liable to have assaulted a woman at a Dublin hotel in December 2018. And he's been ordered to pay over £200,000, close to €250,000 in compensation. The ruling, which came in civil court, not criminal court, has given the UFC arguably its biggest ever headache in its 31-year run. Mixed martial arts chiefs will now have to make a massive decision over their poster boy. Personally, I think he fights again. There is a precedent for it. Just look at the man who fought Jake Paul last week. Of course, I'm talking about former undisputed heavyweight champion Mike Tyson, who was sent to jail in the 90s for rape. And he came out and he had a successful career after that, making millions upon millions of pounds before retiring in 2005. Sadly, there's a precedent for it, but the UFC now have a massive decision to make. They have a massive decision to make. Dana White, Hunter Campbell, Mick Maynard, Ari Emanuel, the chief of Endeavor, which is the UFC's parent company, have a massive decision to make. As I said before, personally, I think he fights again. I think they stick to the plan, which they announced last week at the UFC 309 post-fight press conference. I was there when Dana White said it, and they have him fight in late 2025. Perhaps they said late 2025 in anticipation of this ruling not going McGregor's way and giving some time for this to blow over, even though something of this magnitude can never, ever blow over. I mean, as I said, I believe McGregor will fight again, barring a sensational decision from Dana White and all the investors and all the aforementioned people that I said, and they axe their poster boy, their cash cow. But I just don't foresee that happening, and I do foresee him returning to the octagon late next year. Questions will have to be asked of the UFC brass, and rightly so, but more so of the man himself, Mr. McGregor.
Just come up a little bit closer, please. Just a little bit closer.
I would like to start off by saying I'm overwhelmed, untouched by the support I have received from everybody. First, I want to thank the Coleman legal team and my 3 barristers, John, Gordon, Ray Boland and Sean. They have been amazing from start to finish. I want to thank Mr. Justice Alexander Owens, the jury, all the witnesses. I want to thank the doctors, nurses and everyone at the sexual assault treatment unit in the Rotunda Hospital for looking after me, especially my own Dr. Frank Clark. I want to thank the Rape Crisis Centre, especially Cleena, who has been by my side throughout this entire period. I want to thank all the guards and the ambulance crew. I want to thank all the women and men out there who have supported me throughout this trial. For every person who reached out to me, a card, a letter, email, everything, it hasn't gone unnoticed. Thank you, I really appreciate it so much. I want to thank my partner Gary, who has been so supportive for the last 4 years and has held my hand throughout this trial every day and every other day. I want to thank my mum and all my family and friends. Lastly, I want to thank my daughter Freya, who I'm most grateful for. She has given me so much strength and courage over the last 6 years throughout this nightmare to keep on pushing forward for justice. I want to show Freya and every other girl and boy that you can stand up for yourself if something happens to you, no matter who the person is, and justice will be served. To all the victims of sexual assault, I hope my story is a reminder that no matter how afraid you might be, speak up, you have a voice, and keep on fighting for justice. I know this has impacted not only my life, my daughters, my family and friends tremendously, and it's something that I'll never forget for the rest of my life. But now that justice has been served, I can now try and move on and look forward to the future with my family and friends and daughter.
Nikita, what have the last 2 weeks been like?
A nightmare.
What is it like finally to be believed?
I have no words, it's unbelievable. I'm thanked so much.
Do you feel vindicated now?
Yes, I do. I do. Thank you. I need to just take a minute.